Hey gang, Kai here with Exped. Hey, we're out and about in the mountains today and thought we'd take an opportunity here to talk with you a little bit about our DownMat. Exped's DownMat is designed with two concepts in mind. One is it's designed for the coldest places on the planet. So it's been taken to the Himalayas, to Antarctica, to the North Pole, and so on. So it's designed to go to extremely cold places. And the down that we use inside, 700 filled down that fills the chambers, is the perfect insulation to keep this mat very light, very compact, very warm, very resilient over time. But the second group of users, I think, that we really want to hit with the down mat are those people who sleep cold. So yes, super cold places on the planet, but there are many people who identify themselves as cold sleepers. I identify myself as a warm sleeper, but others definitely say, oh yeah, I'm a cold sleeper. That's the other thing that DownMat does so well. Might be moderate temperatures, but you've got a cold sleeper, and you got to insulate that cold sleeper from that very cold, heat-hungry earth. So that's what the DownMat is designed to do, to be super warm for both of those circumstances. Now, DownMat comes in two thicknesses. What we have here is 7 centimeter thickness, and it also comes in 9 centimeter thickness. The 7 centimeter has an R value of 5.9, and the 9 centimeter has an R value of 8. Both mats you can take anywhere in the coldest conditions. Obviously, if you're going to the extreme cold and you're a cold sleeper, you probably want a DownMat 9. But both will do very well in extreme cold. DownMat 7 is a little bit more compressible and a little bit lighter. Now, the DownMat 7 comes in 3 sizes: small, medium, and what we call long wide, which we have here. DownMat 9 comes in medium and long wide. Well, let's talk a little bit about how you use this mat, and it's really quite simple. I should say, you'll notice that we have lengthwise chambers separated by baffles. So that controls the down flowing between chambers, which we don't want. So the question always arises, well, that down's not going to be self-inflating. How do I inflate this thing? So what we've done is given DownMat an integrated pump. Now this is a chunk of foam with an intake valve, and then of course we have a deflate valve. We got to get the air out. So I'm going to show you how that goes just by letting some air out, and then we'll top it off again. So I'm going to open the deflate valve right here, and by the way, these are our flat valves, so there's no mechanics involved here. There's no spring, there's no plastic to break. You can step on one of these things and it's not going to break. Not true with plastic valves that you see in other mats. So flat valves are great that way. So we've let a little bit of air out. I'm just going to fold the mat a little bit, get some air out. Now I'm going to close the deflate valve so the air I put into it stays in there. Remember that important tip. Going to open the inflate valve here on the pump, and you can see there's 2 hands here. What that's telling you is this is where you place your hands to pump the mat. And you want to make sure that you cover this valve with the palm of your hand on the downstroke so that the air goes into the mat, not back out here. And I'll show you how that goes. So it really is doing CPR on your mat. And a DownMat 7 long wide like this takes anywhere between a little over a minute to a minute and a half. DownMat 9, minute 3/4, something like that. And you can see how, you know, it's just about topped off now. So I'm gonna bring it right up to where I like a mat that is pretty firm. Everybody's a little different. Couple extra strokes at the end. Then I'm going to close the inflate valve. Now a little trick that I want to show you is there's a one-way valve coming out of this foam pump. And if you want to backflow some air to inflate this, you can see that it's a little bit deflated from the pumping. You can just reach and squeeze that. That opens the valve, some air comes back in. It doesn't matter to the mat's performance, but it's a nice little trick. And there we have it, DownMat 7, ready for a night's sleep. Thanks a lot, and sleep well. See you next time.